The Sahara, vast, ancient, unforgiving. A sea of sand stretching beyond the horizon where the sun scorches the earth by day and the stars blanket the sky by night. It is a place of mystery and legend where the whispers of the past are carried on the wind. On April 15th, 2025, it whispered to us from space. A signal, faint but unmistakable, captured by the vigilant eyes of our orbiting guardians. Not a sandstorm, not a caravan, but something far stranger. An anomaly that defied explanation, challenging our understanding of the natural world. The International Space Station, our lonely sentinel, saw it first. From its vantage point high above, it observed the inexplicable, sending back images that would soon captivate the world. Giant geometric patterns etched onto the Tunisian desert floor. Perfectly symmetrical, they appeared overnight, as if drawn by an unseen hand. Not the work of nature, but whose? The precision and scale suggested a purpose, a message perhaps, from an intelligence beyond our own. The images spread like wildfire, speculation ran rampant. Scientists, conspiracy theorists, and curious minds alike pondered the origin and meaning of these enigmatic symbols. What were these enigmatic symbols? Were they a message, a warning, or something else entirely? Theories ranged from ancient civilizations to extraterrestrial visitors, each more fantastical than the last. The world held its breath, caught between curiosity and a primal fear of the unknown. The desert, once a symbol of desolation, now became a focal point of global intrigue. The desert, it seemed, held its secrets close, but for how long? As the sun set and the shadows grew long, the questions remained. What lay beneath the sands, and what did it mean for humanity's future? The source of the images was Earth TV, their mission to bring the beauty and wonder of Earth to everyone. They believed that by showcasing the planet's natural splendor, they could inspire a sense of unity and responsibility towards our shared home. 3 high-resolution cameras mounted on the ISS streamed live views of our planet. These cameras captured everything from the serene blue oceans to the sprawling deserts, offering an unparalleled view of Earth. A noble goal, some might say. The live streams quickly garnered a global audience, with people tuning in from all corners of the world to witness the breathtaking views. But what they captured over Tunisia was anything but beautiful. It was unsettling, inexplicable. Strange symbols appeared on the ground, forming patterns that defied logical explanation. The CEO of Sen, a man named Akira Sato, claimed ignorance. In a public statement, he expressed his bewilderment and assured the public that they were investigating the phenomenon. He insisted the symbols were simply an anomaly, a trick of light and shadow. Yet, the patterns were too precise, too deliberate to be mere coincidences. But his words lacked conviction. Observers noted the hesitation in his voice, the uncertainty in his eyes. Was there more to the story than he was letting on? There was something in his eyes, a flicker of something deeper. Was he hiding something? Or was he genuinely as perplexed as everyone else? Or was he, like the rest of us, grappling with the profound implications of the impossible? The mystery over Tunisia left everyone with more questions than answers, challenging our understanding of the world and the universe beyond. This silence, however, spoke volumes. Just days before the images surfaced, 40 opposition figures were imprisoned. A coincidence, or was there a connection? Some whispered of a new weapon, a terrifying display of military might. Tunisia, after all, had a long history of military cooperation with powerful nations. Were these symbols then nothing more than grid markers for some clandestine operation? Or perhaps a calibration test for a new generation of radar, capable of piercing the veil of secrecy that shrouded our world? The possibilities were as unsettling as they were numerous. Others saw something more ancient at work. Tunisia, birthplace of Carthage, a civilization whose writing system remains largely undeciphered. A civilization that vanished from history, leaving behind only ruins and whispers. Could these symbols be remnants of their lost knowledge? Some researchers pointed to ancient solar calendars, their alignments eerily similar to the patterns in the desert, mentioning energy anomalies near archaeological sites across the globe. Were these symbols then not a message from the stars, but a message from our past, a warning from a time before our own. Illusions of truth. In a world where the line between reality and illusion is increasingly blurred, we find ourselves questioning the very nature of truth. The ancient ruins of Tunisia stand as a testament to civilizations long past. But even these relics are not immune to the distortions of modern technology. And then there were those who dismissed the images entirely. Fakes, they cried, fabrications. The voices of dissent grew louder, fueled by a deep-seated mistrust in the media and authorities. These skeptics saw deception in every corner, convinced that the truth was being hidden from them. In the age of deepfakes, where reality itself seemed malleable, could we truly trust our own eyes? Advanced algorithms and artificial intelligence have made it possible to create hyper-realistic videos and images that are almost indistinguishable from the real thing. This technological marvel, however, comes with a dark side. Sen's cameras, though rigorously tested, were not infallible. The data they captured was subject to scrutiny and skepticism. Could these sophisticated instruments have been compromised? The possibility lingered, casting a shadow over their findings. Could the images have been altered? In a world where digital manipulation is commonplace, the authenticity of visual evidence is always in question. Scientists and technicians worked tirelessly to verify the integrity of the data, but doubts persisted. Subtly manipulated to sow discord and fear, the spectre of cyber warfare loomed large, with hackers capable of altering information to serve their own agendas. The digital battlefield was rife with misinformation, each piece of content a potential weapon. The internet, as always, was a breeding ground for conspiracy theories. Social media platforms became echo chambers where unverified claims spread like wildfire. The more sensational the story, the faster it traveled, often outpacing the truth. Some pointed to the proliferation of AI-generated space anomalies in 2024, a phenomenon that had captivated the public's imagination. These digital creations were so convincing that even experts found it challenging to distinguish them from genuine astronomical events. A digital plague that had eroded trust in even the most reputable sources. News outlets and scientific journals struggled to maintain their credibility in the face of this onslaught. The very foundation of knowledge seemed to be under siege. Were we witnessing a new wave of disinformation, a deliberate attempt to blur the lines between fact and fiction? The motives behind these actions were as varied as they were sinister, ranging from political manipulation to sheer chaos. A deliberate attempt to blur the lines between fact and fiction. In this era of uncertainty, the quest for truth has never been more critical nor more elusive. Echoes in the desert. The Tunisian symbols were not an isolated incident. In 2023, similar patterns were photographed in the deserts of Kazakhstan, near a decommissioned Russian spaceport. Whispers of government cover-ups and extraterrestrial contact had swirled ever since. And then there was Chile, where strange symbols had appeared etched into the Atacama Desert. These symbols, unlike the others, seemed to vanish as quickly as they appeared, leaving behind only scorched earth and unanswered questions. Were these events connected? A global pattern emerging from the chaos? The Pentagon's silence. The Pentagon, as always, remained tight-lipped. Declassified files, however, hinted at a deeper truth. Reports of structured aerial phenomena over arid zones, sightings by military pilots corroborated by radar. The US government, it seemed, knew more than they were letting on. But why the secrecy? What were they so afraid of? Was it simply a matter of national security, or was there something more at play? Something that challenged our very understanding of reality? A deeper mystery. The Tunisian symbols then were not merely an enigma in isolation, they were a thread in a much larger tapestry. A tapestry woven from secrecy, speculation, and the undeniable feeling that we were not alone. Perhaps the answers lay not in the stars, but here on Earth. In forgotten archives, in the whispers of ancient cultures, in the corridors of power where truth was often a casualty. The search for answers had just begun. The search continues. The desert whispers its secrets to those who listen. We must open our minds to the impossible, to challenge our preconceived notions of reality. The truth, as always, is out there. We have only to look for it. Explore the mysteries, investigate the anomalies, question everything. The answers, I believe, are closer than we think. Subscribe to Mind Blown Files, exposing the unexplained. Turn on notifications so you never miss a case.